Okay, traders, here's the end of the week update for May 8th. Now, I don't post every trade I take. I'm just trying to show you guys, that this strategy with the swing highs and swing lows that I teach people just works over and over again. And there's just so many stocks, and I'm actually trading several accounts. So I just don't log in every day and show you guys the trades. But here's one I took. This stock, I took it. I took this trade on April 28th, and I had noticed that this stock is just coming off of a big long bottom. This is the weekly chart. If we analyze the weekly chart, you'll see breakouts and retests. But I traded this one off the daily chart because I knew there was some strength on the longer time, on the bigger time frame chart. The weekly and even the monthly we can see is starting to break out as well. Broke out once. There was the retest there, kind of consolidated for a long while on the monthly before it started to break out. But for shorter term trades and trades that are over faster, I'll trade the daily charts, and I noticed at this level broke out, made a measured move of itself from 24.30 to 29.39, went a little bit higher. So I was watching this. I had my alert set up, and when price came back down to 24.30 on April 30th, the low that day was 24.15. I went long there. I put my stop at 19.21, and today I just got basically the first target. Traded up to 29.38. So, I took some profits. Part of my shares there. I was watching it, right? And I was surprised to get a big strong update, but that's what happens in these trends. They just surprise you, and you'll get these massive big days. And knowing where to get in and where to put your stop loss allows you to take a risk equal to a proper position size for your risk tolerance in your account. So that's one trade. This trade I had mentioned earlier that I played this breakout. So I was already in this trade from last week at 55.82, stop at 51.68, because you never know if you're going to get a retest of the breakout levels. So I didn't want to miss a stock that's trending. But what I did was when it came back down yesterday and retested 53.75, I added to my position using the same stop loss, and the trade is still playing out, but now my first target is 55.82, where I'll take off part of my shares and move my stop to break even on the rest, or won't quite be break. It'll be kind of break even because I'll make this $2 profit, and if it comes back down here again, well, you guys know what I'm talking about by now anyway. I'll just see if it runs. Apple trade was a great, great trade. Went long here at 275.77. It was almost like a perfect dead stop right there. Easily got the first target, 279.89. Moved my stop to break even, and I'm still in this Apple trade. We'll see what transpires. There's different ways to follow the daily patterns you see. So if you're trying to maximize profits and not have stocks move against you, and you're just a more active trader, I'll teach you how to figure out where to put trailing stops and stuff. You can look at larger time frames also for that. This trade that I spoke about a few days ago, so I got my first target, which was 12.94, right? We bounced there, got up. I thought we were just going to keep going higher, but it wanted to test 11.77 again. So my stop is break even once I get my first target, because the best bounces, once they test a breakout point, just keep going. They shouldn't retest this area over and over again. I mean, hey, if this bounces again and gets back up to 12.94, I can decide to go back into it again as well. I mean, there's so many stocks, right? So that's one way that I control my risk. So I didn't make any money on the second part of the position, but that doesn't bother me. There's so many trades. And let's see what else. This one had a perfect bounce. I went long at 27.65. Basically, the first day I got my first target again, 28.83. So I took off part of my shares there, and my stop is at break even on the rest of the position. We'll see if that continues up. And, like I said, there's just so many stocks to look at and to consider and look for these bounces that I get a little tired sometimes of doing this, but like I said, my account since last July is up over 100%. So, um, I don't have to trade every day. It's just when I see opportunities. I do a lot of day trading of the futures also using the same strategy. And you can day trade the futures with micro contracts and really control your risk and just have these amazing trend days where the stocks the security just keeps breaking up, comes back, retests where it broke out from, and and you just keep stay in the trade for as long as you want. Many of my managed futures clients are happy making 4 to 8% a month on their money and never having it tied up overnight. So that's what I'm doing during the day a lot, as opposed to just watching every single stock and trying to get into every trade. I just day trading the futures. So send me a text if you want to learn the system. You'll work one-on-one with me and you can manage your own account and use one of the simplest strategies of technical analysis that you'll ever see.